I bought a pillow, okay, and it's like in a bag, so like I'm pretty sure when I open it, it's just gonna like, you know? We don't need these. Ah! It's got a tongue. No. As a lesbian with a lot of guy friends, I feel like they tell me things or I notice things that other girls might not, so here are some things that girls should know about guys. Guys will straight up show you that they like you, okay? They'll text you all the time. They'll want to hang out all the time. They'll check in on you. It's like a big ass sign that they're into you. But if you're confused and you're not sure if they're like interested, no. Boys are the absolute worst at picking up hints. To be fair, girls aren't very good at giving them, but like, still, if you like him or you want something from him, you have to be direct. They can't read your mind and everybody's just gonna be so much happier with some good communication. Men are so compliment deprived, it's honestly really depressing. So if you like a guy, give him a real, genuine compliment. I promise you he's going to think about it for the rest of his life, and it might even be enough to get him to like you back. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. If you're a person with a vagina, you should probably try and do some Kegels every now and then, because if the muscles and ligaments that you have down there aren't strong enough, it's been known for the uterus to just fall out. Men can lactate and produce milk just like women can. Most guys won't admit it, but it's a lot more common than you think, and it's usually triggered by starvation. If you decide to hold in a fart, that gas doesn't just go away. It's absorbed by your intestines, which goes into your bloodstream, which eventually reaches your lungs until you breathe out the fart. Literal shit breath. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. If for some reason you were to fart consistently for 6 years and 9 months, there would be enough energy built up to create an atomic bomb. If you're ever looking for your car in like a really big parking lot, you can actually take your keys and press the button under your head and it'll increase the radio signal's range because your brain acts as a radio transmitter. The average person has 5.5 quarts of blood in their body and 90% of your blood is water, meaning it would only take 2.5 flavor packets to turn all of your blood into Kool-Aid. In the new Disney movie Encanto, in the background of Bruno's place, you can very clearly see a boot with a plant in it. Right there, which is a nice little callback to the plant in Wall-E. And in the movie Moana, one of the first monsters they show looks exactly like Marshmallow from Frozen. And in The Incredibles 2, which came out in 2018, we get to see a lot of Jack Jack's powers, some of which include telekinesis, laser vision, and being able to just pop in and out of different dimensions. Which makes this scene from Monsters, Inc., which was made in 2001, just a little bit more interesting.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a doll.
I just found out that some people have the ability to see more colors than the rest of us. We're gonna figure out if you're one of those people right now. Take a second to pause this and count how many colors that you see. Okay, so if you counted 20 colors, this means that you're part of the 25% of the population that only has 2 color receptors. Surprise! You're colorblind. If you counted between 21 and 32 colors, this means that you're part of the 55% of the population that has 3 color receptors. Congratulations, you're normal. But if you were worthy enough to count between 33 and 39 colors, you're what's called a tetrachromad, which means you have 4 different color receptors. You can see more colors than everybody else around you. You're more sensitive to the color yellow, and the whole white, gold, blue, black dress thing probably didn't trick you like it did the rest of the world. Mandala effects that are gonna really freak you out. Anytime anybody wants to dress up as Tom Cruise in Risky Business, they do the white socks, the no pants, the pink shirt, and the sunglasses. But Tom Cruise isn't wearing sunglasses in that scene. If you imagine the Star Wars character C-3PO, I'm sure you picture an all-gold robot. But since the beginning of the franchise, C-3PO has had a silver leg. And for some reason, nobody seems to remember it. Ask anybody you know to describe what the robber emoji looks like. Most people are going to say, well, he's wearing a striped shirt, a black hat, and wearing a mask. And I'm sure you pictured this. But this emoji does not and has never existed.
Music peaked when I was 15 years old.
You know, there is an actual psychological reason why the music from your teens and early 20s is gonna be your favorite and like stick with you forever. Between the ages of 12 and 22, your brain is going through rapid growth and it basically wires all the music you listen to up there permanently. Your neural pathways connect all these heightened emotions that you're feeling because of hormones to your favorite songs. Make sure that you're listening to as much music as you can during this time because you'll be setting yourself up for some super strong lifelong nostalgia. Also, because people ask, here's some of my favorite music that I've been listening to for years. Here are 5 facts you didn't know about the male body. Men are more likely to be habitual snorers. About 45% of men snore every single night compared to 20% of women. They have thicker skin. Actually though, their skin is literally thicker. Men's bodies stink. You probably knew this, but it's because they produce more of a hormone called androstenone, which, depending on your genes, can make you smell like vanilla or urine. The male orgasm typically lasts half as long as a female's. I'm so sorry. Men, you can't move your dick without clenching your butthole. Here are 5 things you didn't know about the female body. Women's sense of smell is about 50% better than men. And because men have the gene that make them more susceptible to color blindness, women are able to see a much larger spectrum of colors than they are. Women also have a stronger memory than men, which tends to lead to better decision making. Women also have less of a specific enzyme that breaks down alcohol, which means we get more drunk. I also don't know why or how, but research shows that we get more cavities. I'm gonna go to the dentist now. Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them. If you ever feel like your life's in danger, like you're being followed, you're being harassed, you feel like somebody's going to attack you, start acting fucking crazy. Like you just turned into a mental patient high on PCP. I'm talking crab walk, singing the ABCs to the tune of Living on a Fucking Prayer, okay? 9 times out of 10, the person messing with you isn't gonna wanna mess with you anymore. If you're ever at a restaurant, bar, or a party and you wanna know if somebody's watching you, like checking you out a little bit, turn sideways and check your watch. Even if you don't have one, okay? And be like, oh yeah. This person, if they're watching you, they're gonna wanna know what time it is. And if they check the time, you got your answer. Silence is so fucking powerful, you guys. I don't even think you fully understand. Like in any sort of conversation where you're trying to get information or you're negotiating a price, stay quiet, maintain eye contact. The other person's gonna end up talking and talking and talking, and you're gonna end up on top. A, B, C, D, F, G. How old is your dog? Okay, I'm sure if you're like most people, you're counting the years and then multiplying that by 7. So if they're 3, they're actually 21. He's 1, so he's 7. What if I told you that that way of thinking about your dog's age is completely outdated? New research has come out that's actually based on your dog's DNA. So this new formula to calculate the age is way more accurate. The first year of your dog's life is equivalent to 15 years, which unfortunately means I own a teenager. And then the second year of your dog's life, you add 9 years. So by 2, he'd be 24. And then every year after that, you just add 5 years. So by 3, he'd be 29. And then by 4, he'd be 34 and so on. So here are 3 dream signs that you should never ignore because dreams are literally your subconscious mind just doing a vibe check. Being stuck and not being able to move. Paralysis in a dream is a sign that you are taking on way too much responsibility. You're unable to figure out the best course of action to handle everything you put on your plate, and your brain is just saying, hey, it's time to make a decision. Stop thinking about it. Just do it, even if it's hard or if you make the wrong one. Being naked in public highlights the universal fear we all have of being judged. Having this dream, even just once, is a wake-up call from your brain telling you it's time to start loving the person you see in the mirror. Falling is your brain's way of telling you that you feel out of control in your life. So if this is a reoccurring theme in your dreams, that's probably a good indicator that it's time to try some anxiety-fighting activities like yoga, meditation, or my personal favorite, smoking weed. Have you ever wondered what your country leads the world in? Like what you guys do the best? Well, I did. So, Switzerland was ranked the #1 best country in the entire world, and it's probably because they have the highest employment rate. Canada's the #2 best country in the world, and you guys lead in maple syrup and asteroid impacts. #3 is Japan, and you guys have the most robots. Germany in that #4 spot has almost won the World Cup the most times. Australia coming in with that #5. You guys lead the world in deadliest animals and melanoma. The UK, hello, you're #6, and you lead the world in fascist movements. And finally, it might surprise some of my viewers that the United States is not #1, we're #7, but we do lead the world in Nobel Prize winners, eating hot dogs, and getting killed by lawnmowers. So I'm very curious to know where you're from in the US, what state, if not, where the fuck are you from? Here are some weird things that happen when you fall in love with someone. Your voice is gonna change. If you're a guy, it's gonna get higher, and if you're a girl, it's gonna get lower. And studies suggest that this happens because you subconsciously want to be more like your partner. You're gonna become obsessed with this person, like your brain becomes addicted. Like hardcore drugs addicted. You two are gonna act like drunken fools around each other, and this is because of oxytocin. The love hormone has a similar effect on our bodies as if you were taking a shot of alcohol. You'll enjoy food more, and it's really weird, but there's been several experiments and studies that prove this, that when you're in love, something with our neurons and shit just makes food taste better. All the hormones and brain chemicals that happen when you're in love with somebody can actually raise your pain tolerance, but on the flip side, you can literally die from a broken heart. So, I brought my sister and my other sister to LA because this one has a photo shoot tomorrow that's kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith theme, like secret spy agent thing, so we were like, okay, we need prop guns. So I called my uncle, I'm like, do you have a prop gun? He's like, yeah. So I go over to his place and he hands me this sketchy ass box with a very sketchy looking fake gun inside. You can tell it's fake because we painted the orange, but yeah. But I was like, we still need something beefier. We need something better. So we go to Big Five. I walk up to the cashier lady and I'm like, hi, where are your guns at? And she's like, you're from TikTok. And I'm like, where are your guns at? So she points me to the guns. The guy who's selling the guns like, hi, I sell the guns. What do you want? What kind of things you want to shoot? And I was like, oh, we just want to take pictures with it. We just has to look cool. And I don't think he liked that answer. So we left with this bad boy right here, which is really cool. He informed me that it's not an airsoft gun when I joked about shooting my friends. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. Let's go. Pretend that there's something in your eye, okay? It hurts really bad. You can't get it out. You need their help. Depending on the height difference, they're gonna be looking up at you, trying to figure out what's causing you pain. You're gonna be looking down at them, or vice versa. And all you have to do is smile. And they're gonna be like, what? And you have to be like, I just really like you looking up or down at me. I would get butterflies. Let's say you have a crush on somebody. You're flirting a little bit, maybe even dating, but you're not quite sure if they're all that into you. Buckle up because they're about to be. You're on FaceTime with them. Congratulations. I'm assuming you're at home, you're in your normal clothes, okay? In the middle of the conversation, be like, oh, it's getting late. I gotta put on my pajamas. Now, you walk out of frame. They don't get a show, and when you're changing, you just happen to throw your shirt across the frame. You throw your pants, you throw your hoodie, you throw your whatever, okay? You're gonna be able to see their reaction on screen. They're not gonna say anything because you didn't do anything, but they're gonna be thinking some things. This one really only works if you're a girl going for a guy, or girl for girl, or guy for guy. It doesn't really work guy for girl. Okay, you're gonna be in a conversation with them, standing across from them. You're gonna have something in your hand. Doesn't matter what it is, phone, wallet, chapstick, I don't care. You're going to accidentally drop it. When you go down, you're going to grab their thigh for balance. And before you come back up, you're going to look back up at them and be like, ah, my bad, and get back up and go back to the conversation as if nothing happened. They're going to explode. So as you get older, your hearing progressively gets worse and worse, and there's no way to reverse it or even fix it. So it's really important that you take care of your hearing. And that means lowering the volume when you listen to music, or even wearing earplugs at concerts. And for those who are interested, there's actually a way to test how old your ears are, kind of just to see where you're at right now. You just need to look up eChalk hearing test and click that first result. So I start the test, and you press the button when you can't hear it anymore. Can you still hear it? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. It's very high pitch.
Yeah.
Very, very high pitch. It's gone. My hearing is 22, so I've taken really good care of my ears, so try it out for yourself. Try it on your parents too. Did you know that your handwriting can tell you a lot about the kind of person you are? Like, seriously, there was a study done on over 5,000 people trying to find correlations between their handwriting and their personalities, and it's scary accurate. If you write in large letters, you love attention and you want to appear confident and strong to everyone around you, but under the surface, not so much. If you write in small letters, this means that you have a very strong focus and concentration, but socially, you're kind of shy and withdrawn. If you write fast, you're impatient and hate people who waste your time, and you're not really good with changes to your schedule. If you tend to write slower, this could mean that your motor skills aren't quite up to par with everybody else's, but you're a very organized and self-reliant person. If you leave these wide spaces in between all your letters, you can't really handle pressure or authority all that well, and you get overwhelmed really easily. If you don't leave a whole lot of space in between your letters, you make friends pretty easily, but this is only because you cannot stand being alone. Okay. Okay, mom just left. I'm in charge. She says one of us has to do the dishes and the other has to clean the bathroom. Oh, okay. I want to do the dishes. No, I'm doing the dishes. You clean the bathroom. What? No? Why? Because I'm older than you. I'm in charge and doing the dishes is faster. Yeah, well, I'm not cleaning the bathroom and I'll tell him. You tell mom you're being mean. How about instead of being a rat, you just go clean the bathroom because I am doing the dishes. No, you're not. I'm doing the dishes. Hey, get your hands off me. I'm not cleaning the bathroom. Ah, stop hitting me. Let me do the dishes. I'm doing the dishes. Let me do them. No. Bella, I will beat you with the Swiffer. No, you what? I just wanted you to do the dishes. Why didn't you just let your sister do the dishes? I didn't want to clean the bathroom. So on the count of 3, you're gonna take a big deep breath. 1, 2.
Hold and count the rotations. Congratulations! Your lungs are normal.
Life is beautiful.
Ooh, they're so strong. Almost there. Super lungs. That's cool.
Here's some advice on how to have a healthy and happy 2022 from somebody who's not very healthy or happy, but we're working on it. If the thing you're avoiding is gonna take you less than 5 minutes to do, just fucking do it. It's 5 minutes and doing so is gonna motivate you to do more things, okay? Doing things makes you feel good and procrastination makes you feel like shit, so just stop it. Don't go on that diet. You don't need it. Not really. Like, I'm not a nutritionist or anything, but I feel like it's gonna be better for you in the long run to just try and create some boundaries with food than trying to keep up with some weirdly strict diet that doesn't let you eat what you want to eat. If you want to try and get in shape, don't just jump into like 2-hour-a-day, 5-day-a-week workouts. Start small. Try just stretching for 10 minutes a day and work into 20-minute workouts and work your way up and actually build the habit. Because if you try to force yourself to be a gym rat when you've been a couch potato for who knows how long, that shit's overwhelming and it's not gonna stick.